it was Jesus coming in his glory and supremacy. I kept begging. There was no response. At a point, I felt the presence of a being around. He just said, Victor, rise. I said, please, turn down your light. I can't. It's affecting my eyes. I'm a human being like you. Help me. He did not say a word. He just waited. But suddenly there was this courage to look up, which I know he gave me that courage to really look up and know who he was. When I looked, the garment he was wearing covered his foot that I did not see his foot. But it was full of glory that I don't have the words to describe. I looked till I arrived at his waist. He was wearing a golden belt. More than anything you can measure, with spreading two of his palms. But on that palm there was a big hole. Blood was still gushing out of that hand. And when that blood was dropping, I got terrified. Who could this person be? I removed my face. I kept on looking. When I arrived at the chest, I couldn't go further because the kind of light coming from his face is like fire and it's like light at the same time, that you cannot create out a picture of his face at that moment. But I saw something engraved on his chest with a golden ink, King of Kings. Something dropped in me. This could be Jesus, but I wasn't so sure. So I wanted to ask him to know who he was. But before I could open my mouth, he started introducing himself to me. He said, I am he that was dead, but I live forever. And each sounds he made, they were trembling, that even the angels were still kneeling down, bowing to the earth. They were not looking at him, talking to me. And I continued. He said, from age to age, I remain the same. I am the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. I am the creator of the whole universe. And he said, behold, I have the keys of heaven and hell. I have overcome death. I have overcome grave. I have overcome the world. He raised up his two hands and said, I am Jesus. Brethren, I never knew that the man we talk about was standing before me. I started shivering at that point. I did not know what to say. But I remember that something brought me here. And I asked him, am I truly dead? And he said, not really, but for just 25 seconds. That 25 seconds turned to be 3 days on earth. He turned around and looked at the angels. He said, take him on a 25-second journey. I will be with you people soon.